I hope you can relate, because otherwise I'm just rambling like an idiot. Should we try it? Let's not start every sentence with so. Maybe I'll do a tiny giveaway with a few new items to also promote my Etsy shop. Hello. Well, this is something new. It's been a few months. I've been thinking of trying something different, and actually it's something I've played with since I've started my YouTube channel, and I really enjoy watching studio vlogs from other creators, so I figured why not try one myself. So here I am trying a first studio vlog. I've been thinking about doing like a small sticker sheet with small strips of washi tape. So I want to try that today and see if I can create something like that, which I'm happy with. So maybe we can do that together. Maybe I should stop rambling now and just drink my coffee. Filming this makes me really conscious of the mess we have. It's nice, but messy. Story of my life. So that's my coffee gone. I think we'll change up the angle and I'll clean up a bit. Maybe I'll try and show you my cleaning up a bit. I myself really enjoy seeing other people clean, especially organizing. Is that a thing for you as well? I hope so. So that's what we'll do, I think. I'll see you at a different angle in a bit. Hi, welcome to this voiceover part of the video. Before we get to the actual washi sheet I wanted to try today, we're first gonna clean up a bit of my desk, as I mentioned, because it has been quite of a mess. So basically what I'm doing is just cleaning up every bit that's lying around and sorting it into the correct drawers. Although I'm kind of lacking storage space right now, so there's always a bit left on my desk, which I don't really mind, but it's getting a bit too much. But that's a problem for another time. And while cleaning my desk, I came across these memo sheets or notepads that I created last week. And that reminded me that I still had to take product photos of these notepads. I'm just gonna call them notepads. And I figured I might as well take those product photos while I'm at it, because then I could technically clean them up or sort them in a drawer somewhere, although I didn't, but I'll just use the excuse that I don't have enough storage space. And to show how these notepads can be used, or how you can use those sheets, I made some examples, a to-do list or a shopping list, for example, to include in the product photo. So that's what I'm doing right now. And as you can see, I was an amateur and filmed this vertically. I didn't realize actually until I started editing this video and I saw I had a vertical video and I was like, what? How did this happen? But actually I'm filming this bit with my iPad because I was gonna use my phone for the photos. And I just wasn't paying attention actually. But it actually turned out okay because I could use this vertical video to create a reel for my Instagram, quite handy dandy. But for this video, it's not so professional, so I'll try to include only horizontal footage next time. And what I like to do when I create product photos is put some different textures or maybe some different heights in the photo so it creates some shadow, as well as some cute decorative things such as different textured paper. Or right now I have a spare bit of rope I think I got from an Etsy order. So I like including those things to keep it a little bit more interesting. And of course I have this grid patterned background, which for me is very cool. It has such an interesting vibe. It gives it a sort of business vibe, but it's also very structured. So when you put something unstructured, like a sheet of paper or like wrinkled paper against it, it gives a very nice contrast, I think, at least. Hello again. So I wanted to show you guys what I've been doing for the last 1.5 hours or so, and I've probably shown you time lapses of, which is uploading these notepads I created, so these ones. Actually, I've been thinking about branching out in my Etsy shop for a while now, because right now I pretty much only create sticker sheets. But something else I've been working on is creating notepads, because I really like the functionality of notepads. Ideally, I would have these notepads made somewhere else. But instead of ordering notepads somewhere else, I just created my own. And if you look very closely, there's actually a grid pattern, which is very faint, which is perfect because you can use it to guide your writing without it being very in your face, right? And then it features some fairy lights and just a very slight edge of color, and that's it. It's very simple, but to me that's also very functional. So yeah, I like them. And I hope you do too as well. So check it out. I'll make sure to link these notepads in the description down below, or the link to my Etsy shop. Either way, you'll be able to find them there. I'll probably make myself a cup of tea now because I'm kind of thirsty. I'm also getting kind of hungry. It's almost 12 o'clock right now, so almost noon. And I think I have prepared lunch. So after finishing my lunch, it's finally time to design the washi sheet I promised you this morning. For this, instead of using Procreate like I most of the time do for creating my sticker sheets, I figured it would be easier to create this one in Photoshop. That's actually because in Photoshop I know how to create exact sizes or exact dimensions, I guess, using grid lines, as you can see me do here. And also because I previously loaded all my patterns into Photoshop, and it's very easy to fill up a rectangle with a pattern in Photoshop. And I actually don't know if I could do this with Procreate as well. Maybe I could, at least I don't know how to do it. So I figured for me it would be easier to start out this sheet in Photoshop. After finishing the design layout in Photoshop, I went back into Procreate to write down the name of the sticker sheet because it's easier to write down on the iPad in Procreate for me. And usually it takes me several tries to get letters or writing that I'm happy with, because I don't want to use the zoom, scale, or rotation function in Procreate because it will sort of blur the image somehow. So I have to write it several times until I'm happy. And actually the style of writing I use is very similar to my own handwriting, so that makes it quite easy to get a result I'm happy with. And after finishing the sticker sheet, I usually load the sticker sheet into Cricut on my iPad because I find it's easier on the iPad, and then I open up the Cricut on my computer, the Cricut app of course, because the computer is actually the device connecting to the Cricut device, if that makes sense. So, did it turn out okay? I think it did. I think I've finished my washi sample design. Okay, let me get the Cricut and I'll be right back. I actually remembered I bought a new mat off Amazon the other day. So I have one light grip mat, but it's getting kind of old, and some parts it's cut through so many times that it's now slightly, well, not broken, but damaged. Anyway, I got a new one. Should we try it? Maybe not. I'll try it with the old one still. Yeah, it'll be fine. Let's see. I need to put the cord down there, so don't mind me while I dive under my desk. I'm actually out of sticker sheets that I've prepared. So let's find more sticker sheets. This should be paper. Yeah, it is. Let's see, how many should I prepare? Maybe I'll do 10. 10 is a good amount. So I just wanted to show you how these washi samples ended up. I'm actually quite happy with them. They turned out really great. Also, I think this is the first time I'm actually trying this sticker paper from Amazon. And I really love it. It's quite sturdy paper. And also with the cutting setting I'm using, the tapes come off really well. And the serrated edge is also very cute. And it cut really well actually, and it was quite fast. So I'm very happy with them. I created 10 of these for now. And I'll just put them in my stockpile and... oh wait, I'll have to put them up my Etsy shop first. I'll take photos another time. And I think that makes my goals for today mostly complete. This morning I said to you guys that I wanted to create those. So those are finished. And maybe I wanted to clean some of my house. I didn't really show that much of it. I did clean some of it, but I don't really feel like cleaning anymore, so I won't. But I've also created, or I didn't create them today, but I took pictures of the notepads and put those up on my Etsy shop as well as my Instagram. So I'm quite happy with that. And I'm still thinking that I might do a 500 follower giveaway on Instagram with a few new items to also promote my Etsy shop, of course. Hello, this is Karel. Karel is a really big boy. Anyway, I think that's it for this vlog experience for today. I'm gonna make dinner in a minute, but I don't feel like filming it right now. So I guess maybe we can try including dinner next time. If you've been here till the end, I would like to thank you very much for watching my very first studio vlog. Like I said in the beginning, if you have any tips or suggestions, please leave them down below in a very supportive way. And I hope to see you in another studio vlog or other video. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you another time. Bye bye!